Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing September week 2's budget results. So yeah, let's just jump right in. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I am working in the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. I like this one because it just gives you a monthly spread and then some blank pages so you can do with it as you please. And yeah, it's what works best for me. So real fast, a little bit about me if you're new to my channel. I'm recently married, and my husband and I have combined our finances, and we just kind of thought like probably should do a budget to get on the same track. You know, they say that number one cause of divorce is finances, and I've already been divorced once, so I'm not gonna let that happen again. Yeah, so hence the title of my channel is called Tara's Take Two. You always get a second chance no matter what it is in life, and even if you don't think you will or you do, but you do. So it's never too late to like turn your life around and get it together. So that's my motivational, amateur motivation for you of the day. So anyways, yeah, so let's get to it. So yes, if you remember from last week, I talked about how ratchet my planner looks right now. It's really the first full week or first full month I've put anything fully on paper. We got married in July. We really started our kind of like combining everything in August, and August was like a prelim month to get this going. So these stickers are actually really good stickers that I feel like I have made look not so good because I have like moved them around and yeah, so they're actually really good stickers. They're from Sarah Marie, her channel. I think it's just Sarah Marie, but she has an Etsy shop. She does budgeting videos. She's awesome. I really like watching her channel, so I'll link it down below. So yeah, I got these. I don't exactly use them the same way that she does, but I think budgeting is all about what works for you, kind of anything in life, you know. So I just basically what I do is I've breaking it down into the 4 weeks of the month. So I'm trying to do a check-in every week to kind of make sure if we're on track or not. But everybody kind of does that, uses her stickers. It seems like they kind of do their own thing here for like the weekly check-in and whatnot. But I decided I am literally putting down everything that I spent as a summary. So not like transactions, like all of the transactions, but literally the categories of like what I spent that week. I put it down and I put the sum. So yeah, and also we'll be doing the I'll be doing at the end of the video, I'll be stuffing my cash envelopes for the week. So that's another thing I do. Tom and I both agree that we'll do is use cash envelopes for certain categories of spending, particularly the categories that we like to like blow out of the water our budget because we don't have control, like groceries and dining, because we like don't have kids and we are living our best life. So, you know, we can get a little out of control. So yeah, we're just trying to hone that in. But you know, I'm not ashamed of it. So anyways, yeah, so like I just list them out. So we're on week 2. I've listed them out. I said previously what I do is I go onto my bank and I download the transactions to in Excel. I categorize them into categories that kind of are in line with the budgeting style that I feel most comfortable with, which is the Dave Ramsey's zero-based budgeting plan. I'll put his website down below. He's incredible. He has a podcast. He is a money simplicity genius. Like, I don't know, he can speak to anybody. He makes money, which to me is something that's very intimidating. Finances feel very simple. Like you can be in charge of your own money. So yeah, I'll link his stuff down below, but I kind of group it into categories based on kind of like what he he lists out in his budget forms. So I'll do a video and I'll post that as well, because it's really helpful. He has a fantastic form. Like, you don't even have to do this. I do this and put it on paper because it's fun, and I think budgeting is really boring, and so you have to make it fun. So whether or not you use stickers, whether or not you use a fun colored pen, or like, drink some wine while you do it, whatever floats your boat. I just think budgeting is telling your money where to go, and why wouldn't we want to do that? So yeah, so I downloaded all of September 8th through 14th transactions from the bank, and I added them up and I wrote them out. So as you know, or may or may not know, so we use cash envelopes for 4 categories. Real fast, I'll go over that. So we use, we have $150 allocated a week for groceries. That is a little high. Some people might think that's like really high. It's like $600 a month for 2 of us. But like, I guarantee if you go look at your bank statement, like, some people will be spending like $1,000 on groceries. So don't judge me. We do 150 because also, when you get like invited to birthday parties or events or whatever, I never like to show up empty-handed. So it kind of leaves room for if we want to, make things for an event, or for if I want to take something to work to my coworkers, or it just leaves a little extra cushion in there. It doesn't mean you have to use all 150, right? But I don't want to feel bad if I go over 100, so things like that. So we just said 150. We may lower it in the future, we may not. So I do cash envelope groceries for 150. For dining, we allocate $100 to eat out for the week. We generally do that on the weekend, try and save it for the weekend. And we both get $100 allowance. So again, the allowance for us, it means everything. I like to keep things so simple, not be overwhelmed by a budget. So we just said, let's just do 4 categories and that's it. So a lot of people say, like, if they do cash envelopes or whatever, they may say, okay, well, this month we're gonna spend $50 on a haircut, $30 on beauty products, $20 on cleaning supplies. Well, for us, we just group it all. I don't want to have to think that hard right now, at least. So I don't know if I'm gonna need household products. I don't know if I'm gonna need a haircut per se. So we just give ourselves a little bit more. Like, some people may only do $20 a week or whatever, but this is supposed to cover if I want to go out to eat with my coworkers, if I want to go get some makeup, if I want to get some coffee, it encompasses everything. So that's why we give ourselves $100 a week, $400 a month, if, for anything, yeah, so that's my little spiel. So, we do have a little bit of debt that we are planning on paying off at the end of the year. Right now, we've just been putting money in our savings and then making the payments because they're 0% interest, but our goal is at the end of the year to write a check and wipe these debts out and just be done with them. But we do pay $110 a month to Capital One for furniture. We got a king-size Tempur-Pedic, I think like a year and a half ago, and I do not regret it. Like, it is the greatest thing I've ever laid on in my entire life, and I highly suggest it. That's all I'm gonna say. So then we do Sling. So I am proud of us. We don't have cable. We've never actually had cable. We cut that like a long time ago, before we even got together, really. And we use Sling. It's awesome. It's like they call it a la carte TV. I don't even know how many channels we have, but it's enough. Like, I have the Food Network, I have HGTV, we have A&E, History, we have, we watch every day when I come home from work stressed out. I like to watch Impractical Jokers, whichever one that's on. True TV, maybe? Oh my gosh. So we got good channels, and it's literally $27 a month. And when football comes on or what have you, you can just add a channel for like $5. You'll get like a few more channels if you want the sports package or whatever, and then you cancel it whenever you want. I am like sayonara cable, never again, Sling all the way or something similar. I mean, cable gives you all those channels you don't even watch, and then there's always commercials on them. So this to me is like way, way better. Gas was $94.52. It was higher than week 1, which was $41.80. I still have a rental car. Well, it's not a car, it's a Tahoe. It's ginormous and it's a gas guzzler. So I ended up driving it to work, I think, for the week. So I think this is both Tom and I's gas bill for the week. I want to say I do budget like $420 a month for gas, which is outrageous. But like when you drive 30 miles one way to work, I mean, that's what you get. So it's got to be done. So yeah, we try and carpool when we can. We're really fortunate. I live on the way to his work. I work on the way to his work, his office, so he can drop me off and then he picks me up on his way home. So we are fortunate in that sense, but like I don't always get up and make it on time, so sometimes I have to drive. But yeah, if we want to save gas, we carpool. Gifts, we had a few birthdays, so I ended up spending $58.46 in like birthday gifts this month. And the gym, so that's changing. We actually currently spend $260 a month at the gym, which may or may not sound outrageous. If it does, I can just say that we love the gym that we go to. And in the same breath, I'm about to say that we're about to cancel, only because I'm in a lot of pain. So okay, so we go to Orange Theory Fitness. It's fantastic. Like I don't think I'll ever find anything as much as I love it. Well, I love hot yoga, but yeah, so I'm kind of reverting to hot yoga and like other things. I find that when I go to Orange Theory, the music is pumping, the coaches are so great. When I get in there, I want to book it on that treadmill. I want to lift all these weights, and then I go home and I can like barely move the next day because I've had a couple knee surgeries and some back problems being an athlete all my life and in college. So I pretty much have the body of like a 75-year-old, but I act like I'm like 18 at Orange Theory, and so then I can't walk the next day. So as much as I love it and I love the community and the coaches and our friends there, we sadly decided like we're gonna just cancel and do something else. So I'm not really sure what our new fee will be, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, so, but yeah, the $12 is actually because I signed up, I guess. I don't even remember this, but I signed up and then I didn't go. So they charge you $12 if you like sign up and take somebody's spot, but you don't show up. It's more of a motivation thing, which it does work, but it clearly didn't work for me that day. Okay, and then I always put on budgeted because, you don't always know what you're gonna, you can't be perfect, right, is my point with your budget. So you can, but like I'm not. So I try and plan everything I'm gonna spend, but then so the first week I did good. We didn't spend anything over besides like dining, but we didn't spend outside of like what we had planned. But yeah, this week got me. Like Saturday morning, I just had these cravings to go to Home Goods because I felt this like cold air outside and I was like, oh my God, it's almost fall. So I went and I bought a ton of like pumpkins and like decorations and like a wreath, and it got a little out of control. Like Home Goods and Hobby Lobby like got me for sure. I mean, I spent $333 there, but I could tell you what, our porch is really dang cute. It is so cute. So I'm working on my impulses, but I'm not ashamed of it because we have the cutest porch on the block. So that's all I'm gonna say. So that is our weekly check-in for week 2. And just like, again, like what I was kind of saying, for our fixed costs, I'll write the day of the month that it came out. So I like to do that because it's just like a reminder, you know, what day of the week did it come out? So I don't know, I can try and learn and remember these. And then what I like to do with my handy dandy friction clicker, I swear by this pen. I have used these for years, and it's erasable if you can't tell with all of my erasing second chance mistakes. And so I list out our fixed bills here because I kind of like, okay, if these don't come out, we have a problem. So they're all either auto draft or my husband will pay them like manually, but I need to check off Sling and Capital One. So furniture, okay, wait, Sling and bed. So bed, our lovely bed that I just love. Okay, so that's week 2. So let's go ahead and sum it up on our overall budget. So basically the bed was $110, and Sling is $27.05. So obviously the idea is that by the end of the month, all of this will be filled out, and I can total up, you know, what we spent. I don't really share what we make, but I can total up what we spent, minus what we make, or what we make minus what we spent, and see what we've saved, things like that. And yeah. So, and then of course I'll go through the weeks and I'll total these up as well. But I just know that these are fixed, and so I can go ahead and put them down, but I need to wait for the whole month to happen for the rest of this. I did say in my previous video, I had high intentions for this cash envelopes page, but I am not like in control enough to also monitor our cash envelopes. So basically whatever we spend, I don't care what it's on. You know, if it comes out of our cash envelope, I don't care what we have left over. If we even have anything left over, I'm not tracking that. Maybe one day I will, but I'm just not that much in control. Like I said, like, you know, it's not my first time doing a budget, but like really trying to be in control, it is, and we're doing it together as a married couple, so it's a little different. Okay, so I think that's it, and I can go ahead and can stuff our cash envelopes for going into week 3 and for next week. And yeah, let's see. Alrighty, so as I was talking about earlier, so we do 100 for our allowance. And then, yes, okay, I pull 50s out. So what I do is basically every Saturday I go to the ATM. We bank with Ally, which it's online, so I can't really walk up to a bank, but they have free ATMs all over like the country. So we have one right up like the road from our house. So I go to that ATM and I pull out $450 every week. So let's see, 100 for Tom. As I mentioned earlier, he just puts it in his wallet. So I just put a clip on it and I go hand it to him. And then for me, I mentioned in a previous video that I use the Kate Spade planner as my wallet. So I put, I use my cash envelopes. I make my own. I do have an Etsy shop, so if you're curious or you want some, I love them. I think they're freaking cute, and they're super handy and durable. So I do have an Etsy shop on it, and I will link it down below. If you ever have any questions about them, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer. So there's 100 for dining. And then here's 100 for my allowance. And 150 for groceries. These are really good too because they don't fall out. You could just put these in your wallet if you have like a normal wallet. I just make them. So I use this as my wallet. I've, you know, got all my cards and things in here. So, and then I just roll up to the grocery store, whip this out, and pull the money out of the cash envelope, and there you go. But that's it for this week's September week 2's budget check-in. And hopefully I will see you on week 3. Thanks so much for watching, and if you are down to watch real life budgeting and have any questions or interested, please just click the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.